ones that you tend to see all glommed on together are the sea urchins, or where there's a rock, the sponges. Otherwise, everybody's out there minding their own business.
How sad.
They got their mining claims.
I don't think there's anything here of interest. Mining. Oh, I see.
The cucumbers.
The cucumbers are mining their own mud. Yep.
We're starting to get into
a rock or two.
It's a bit steeper here.
It's steeper. We're getting a little more in the sonar. It's kind of the transition zone from the bathy that we.
So every rock's got a sponge. Makes them easy to find. Some have a sea star.
I really like those poofy ones.
Yeah.
We're still sitting at around 1% oxygen saturation.
Pretty low. It's a curled up eel trout. Unless it's a hagfish.
He's sleeping.
Might be a hagfish, actually. Tetraeus.
Oh, look at that.
Okay.
Ooh, cool.
Can we grab a picture of this?
Yeah.
This is what happens to kelp when it falls to the bottom of the ocean.
I'm
Drive down.
Okay.
Hold position.
I didn't want to do it too hard or on top of it.
Strongylocentrotus frigilus. Pink urchin.
It's the backing up that you don't want to do fast.
Okay.
You're doing good.
He's holding, but you still will leave a little bit of time.
So the urchins are good at finding this stuff. This is
you can plant.
Kelp frond.
Face plant.
That's fallen from above.
I wonder, is that...
Did I plant?
Yeah, you're there.
Connected to that rock? Is that kelp?
Video zoom.
Is that kelp rafted debris? Maybe that's the foot of the...
Did you want to look at the rock?
No, I'm just curious if maybe that's how the kelp was attached.
How tight do we want to go?
No, I would guess not.
Come in a little bit more.
The kelp wouldn't grow here, and there's no reason it would be attached to that rock. Well, unless it's the holdfast.
That's what I mean.
I'd say it's more the kelp drifted across the bottom and got hung up on the rock.
Yeah.
It's a nice scale worm on that rock. There's all sorts of things. Anemones, sponges.
Looks like just a kind of a sedimentary conglomerate like some of the other ones we've seen. Yep. Lots of good stuff on there, though.
I have more lens if anyone needs it.
Yeah, go for it.
Want to say anything about the rock? What does
Feel free to draw on that screen so I can see what you're talking about. Point at stuff. I'm going to look up a little. Oops, that's down.
Ooh, look at all the little white creatures swimming around. What are these? Are these polychaetes, do you think, Greg? Like dorvaleids? That is a great image. I have no idea.
Is there more soon?
All of these.
You're making her day up here.
Looks like a pretty cool,
keep talking.
Pretty cool slurp opportunity there.
Yeah, let's slurp. Sounds like a good idea. We could get these. We need the. Can we use the ultra fine for these little white guys? I don't think we'll get.
Only got one.
Either way.
Yeah, I think just the fine will get some of them, Lisa. We wanted to keep the ultra fine for sediment for Paul.
Okay,
All right,
Then
video's
we'd
coming out
like
wide.
we'd like a slurp in canister 2 or 3.
Okay.
Okay,
Is it
Kylie,
crab
can
in
you
there too?
tilt down
Tilt
so you
down.
can see the front of the basket?
Yeah.
Okay, so now you need to put,
Porch light on.
yeah, porch.
Okay. Copy.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, but we need to bump up just a hair.
Okay. Off.
Yeah,
I'll come up a bit and go forward.
a little, just a skosh, right?
That was a big skosh.
Just, and then over a little bit to your
Okay.
left to port.
To left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Just a little more.
Up a little further ahead.
Yeah, that's, if you can get one little bump, just in front of the rock,
In front of the rock.
this side of the rock. Yeah.
Greg, do you want to
That'll do.
suction the rock too, or should we just stick to the kelp? It'd be easier to make sure to know that the organisms are associated with the kelp if we didn't suction the rock as well. But
Pan over so I can see what I'm doing.
so I'm not sure exactly where all those little white swimmers were. I think right in the mass of where the kelp is densest.
Hey, Erin and Bob.
Yep.
How do you feel about stepping Argus back like 5 meters or something?
I can do that. Is that okay, Bob?
Yep.
It will be interesting if the fish are eating on any of those.
Bridge nav. Can we get a 5-meter step bearing 090? Thank you.
Science, this is going to be flush jar number 2.
Flush jar 2, thank you.
So is it possible to zoom in to see if we are
Yeah.
sucking up the white guys?
Yep.
Little white.
Go for it.
I was just getting
Worms.
set up here.
I can bump up. Ooh. I think that's probably where you want to suck, yeah?
Paul's right, there's seagrass in amongst the kelp here. Looks like it could be Phyllospatix, which is the high energy seagrass, the open coasts.
Let me know when to turn suction on.
Okay, I think we need more zoom. I think we don't want to go too high or we're going to...
Okay, not too much suction.
I'm kind of thinking those are free swimming organisms rather than worms on the thing.
The little white things
Yeah.
we were seeing? Yeah, I think they are, but I don't know what they are. I mean, they could be some kind of crustacean. Or
So they just, you don't need full beans. We need, try 20% or something.
so sucking up some from the
Turning
water
on.
above, right above the kelp would be
That's
useful.
20.
Yeah, we're not seeing as concentrated as we did when we initially zoomed in.
I know, I wonder if we scared them away.
Mhm.
Camera down a little.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like a bunch of copepods or isopods or something.
Interesting. I haven't quite seen a swarm like that before. Above, above the ground. There's definitely some amphipods roaming around.
Give me a little more juice.
Sure. You think 30?
There's little krill-like
That's
creatures.
Just so we don't suck up a bunch of seaweed.
Okay.
Get the things, but not the...
There's a crab in there.
Yeah. He's interested.
Get out of the way, crab.
Yeah, I'm a little worried that the medium mesh won't capture all these little white guys, but we'll see if we get them. Little white insect-like creatures.
Is that a shrimp over there? What is that thing?
I don't know.
Oh, it's just part of the kelp, huh?
Oh yeah, like the bulby thing with like leaves.
It's one of the gas floats attached to the kelp.
So do we think we got enough here?
It's a pretty shot.
Yeah, maybe the patch right below your section. Do a little bit there.
Here?
Yeah, please. I see some amphipods on there. You don't think that crab would fit in this section, do you?
Not his legs. You want me to turn the beans on?
I don't think he will.
She's a little big, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we're probably good. Can you see anything in the canister?
It's hard to tell. I love these urchins.
Want to let it settle out?
That's okay.
I want one of these urchins.
I mean, if you can get a small piece of kelp, it might be interesting because it's probably got some fungus of interest to Paul on it. Fungi are some of the organisms that degrade organic matter when it reaches the seafloor.
Just don't want a big string of it because we'll definitely clog the...
Yeah, we don't want to do that. Nope, no, I don't want you.
All right, take off the suction.
Suction's coming off. You're off.
I think we're probably good.
Okay.
Yeah, we can move ourselves.
Which sample number was that?
That was NA124, 123.
123, roger.
I see some isopods floating around in the thing.
In the canister?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I
Great.
think I see some little white things too.
Slurp number 2.
Cool, cool.
Yeah, there's definitely some in the canister.
All right, well, this is our first real kelp fall of the cruise.
Do we need to do anything else here? Rock poking or anything of the sort?
I think we're good.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a nice rock, but I'm hoping we'll find some more.
Okay.
Don't think it's the minerals of interest.
At some level, it's probably good for me to compare what lives on the non-mineral rich rocks
I agree.
so that we know how they differ from the mineral rich rocks.
Absolutely. It does seem like these sedimentary conglomerates with lots of pore space and organic matter have been a hot spot for at least megafauna that we can see. In
Video, can you push in just over the pores? Please.
So that was probably Macrocystis perifera, a giant kelp that lives in Southern California.
I could barely hear you guys over there.
Turn your volume up.
I've got meters. If I did that, I'd actually blow up my eardrums with the other stuff.
Okay, fine.
I'm sorry. You guys
Or at
forget
least-
I'm a television broadcast engineer and I do this for a living?
Huh.
Yeah, right. All right, carrying on.
Okay. Forward. Cool. Turn off stick lock.
And Mary's saying the crab we saw was a female Corellia longipes, which we've seen before.
Cool.
All right, so we're pretty much in the vicinity of AB, just to keep you updated, and we're gonna, I guess, carry on moving up slope, yeah?
Yep.
All right.
We're starting to see some dark rocks.
Still 272
Yay.
still?
Yeah, it's still gonna be about 271,
Okay.
and we'll have about
I can
275
set
meters.
your heading if you want. Want your heading set? Yeah,
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah, sure. Cool.
Ready, set, go?
Yeah.
All right. Bridge nav.
I'm coming down. I was
If you
up.
want to stop and look,
Mhm,
let us
absolutely.
know.
Stand by.
okay?
Yeah, we can stop and look anywhere, anytime. Sorry, Bridge, can we have a
What about that big black rock with the starfish on it?
20 meter
Oh.
step bearing
Bob's gonna try to
270?
get a giant one every time. It's got an interesting texture. I've found that any that have a lot of volume to them or are more spherical tend to be basalt. These phosphorites are a little bit more plate-like
Slabby.
because
Okay.
yeah, slabby because they're a layer within a sedimentary.
But what
complex.
about this coming up? It looks like
Yeah, I mean
slabby.
that's the right kind of form.
Should we zoom in on it? And look?
Sure.
Okay.
Can we zoom in on these slab-like?
Yes, for me.
Even if we don't sample, we can get a feel for if we're in the
What
right.
about that one right at the
Yeah,
front of the rock right there?
Bridge,
Yeah.
hold position.
I'm with you.
I mean, these all look nice and rounded.
Video zoom.
Yeah. It's funny, the larger pieces tend to be more obvious to me. Yeah, some of those look about right. You can always see this similar kind
Kind
of,
of see the ledge more. Yeah.
yeah, that one looks pretty interesting. It always seems to have this black upper surface where it's more exposed to seawater and might get a little manganese oxide patina on the surface and a little bit more reddish where it's in the
You
sediments.
want to poke it or look at it or?
Yeah. I always get gun shy. It's the first rocks we've seen too. How do you feel, Lisa? We don't have to take the first one.
We just look at it.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
look at it.
We can look at 'em.
No harm in poking it.
I mean, we won't be able to get that big thing on the left.
Yeah,
the
the
one
the one in the laser, the one in the lasers looks interesting.
Bob senses a challenge.
Well, you're getting the big rocks, none. I'm generally an anti-big rock guy.
Well, after I hurt the seal yesterday, I'll shoot for some smaller ones.
That's about a 12-centimeter rock.
That's certainly a proper sized rock.
Yeah, if we could have a little zoom in.
You zoom in.
Wow, I heard you.
It's pretty.
And
Serpulids?
a
There's a
gromid.
gromid for those of
Oh,
you
yeah,
interested in
There's that sausage thing on
a
the
little
left.
sausage guy.
Yeah, that looks about right. They get pretty altered on the outside. You get a little iron alteration. That's that bright orange color. But yeah, this is the typical phosphorate. They seem to be about 20 to 30 centimeters thick slabs, kind of smoothed and bumpy, almost a shiny texture or sheen, as Caitlin and Kyla
So
loved
Bob,
to
we
use.
won't keep that one for biology because everything's falling off it right now. So for this, the rocks that we're going to collect and keep, we'll be looking for something like this, but we'll need to keep the top surface facing up so not too much falls off.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, at
So I
least
think unless you want that one on the
Nope.
porch or something like that.
it's fine. I think we're just realizing that we are seeing the right
the right
mineral types that we're
structure.
looking
So
for.
where do you want to keep this?
We don't.
Oh, well, you could put it in a non-baskety area.
Yeah, I mean, between the push cores or something if you'd like to. have
Sure.
it.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Zoom out.
R1?
Yep.
Rack the camera back.
I guess it's a sample number, so we
Yep.
need to record it. What's that going to be? We'll call it rock 1.
Yep.
It just won't be for quantitative biology.
That's 124.
Correct, 124.
Strictly geology sample.
Although I think Paul was saying that they can still
They can
scrape
use-
these.
Except it'll have come in contact with surface water, so I don't know.
Can you push in video just a tid? Thank you.
One tid.
So do we want to try to get one for biology here? Do you feel like this is likely to?
Let's zoom in and look around.
Yeah, we can. Absolutely.
Al, feel free to zoom and I'll give you the pan and tilt. I'm gonna pan up. That's down.
Are we going to put it in A or B? Where did we shove it?
It's going. You're right. The rock we just took
Yeah.
doesn't have a name for this spot. I'm just going to point to between the push
What about,
cores.
Okay.
like any of those up in the
Yeah,
top?
the flatter ones.
Yeah.
Kira, what do you think in terms of what we're seeing here? Let me get my.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Up in
Is
that
it-
direction?
Maybe is that one?
Yeah, the one
Alright,
in the lasers.
you
Is
see that
that
one?
Is that too big though?
You're looking too far away.
Okay, you want me to move up there?
I mean, seems like a pretty good depositional environment. You can look closer if you don't want to move.
I'm gonna look down.
And down a little.
Keep going. Keep going.
I'm going.
What about that rock? Is that too big for the inserts? It looks like it might be. It's almost 20 centimeters.
Oops, sorry, I tried to get it in the laser
It's hard to
for
get
you.
the diagonal right, you know?
I mean, look at this whole, that whole, can you pan down, please?
Yes.
Just for a minute.
How's that?
You think this whole feature here
Yeah, it looks about right.
looks like the right
Further down?
stuff, right?
Zoom
So
down.
the question is there something down here that we can pick up, like with that one?
Yeah.
Do you think this whole thing is probably
It all looks
phosphorite?
about right. Yep. Got that black and brown
Okay.
altered surface. Slabby.
Do you think this is a pickupable?
Maybe.
Test it.
Put the lasers down on
I
that.
mean, the big rock's too big, so
Yeah. The pit bit right off to the left of where the lasers were. Just up a little bit.
Sorry, I know.
I don't know. Well, we can go look at it.
well,
Zoom
I'm
out.
not sure what you're talking about now.
And
We're
pan
very
tilt down so you could see the
far away.
front.
Okay.
No, move ahead.
Oh, okay. You want me to see?
You want to be able to see what you're doing, but you
Word.
can use that too. But you know,
Okay.
it's just if you don't have any reference, you don't know where the heck you're going.
Yeah. I didn't want to lose it out of my It's just that in the
Yeah,
corner. Okay.
You just bump ahead a little bit.
Okay. Good thing that fish is there, like my reference point.
Yeah.
Science row, I'll be right back.
That's probably good enough right there.
So which one are we looking at?
I was kind of looking, well, there's not a lot of
So
biology on this one back here, but it looks right sized.
Yeah.
Does it look flat enough, Kira? I think it's
Hard to
the
tell.
right
I don't
thing.
know.
But
Is
the
there
one,
something else you would
I was thinking
zoom
about
in on it some?
that one.
That one.
Is that a real one? Back
So in front of,
the one that Bob was looking at is good.
this
I
is
think.
this one?
this one back here.
I mean, it is a
So
little.
we need to just keep it upright so that, you know, the surface things don't disappear. And it's fine if they fall off in the box, but
It is nice if we can look at the side of it before you throw it in.
I don't know if you can do that or not.
Wait, you want to keep it upright?
Yeah. Good job there.
We could get some screen grabs, please.
Yep.
Thank you.
Does that look right?
Yeah.
Want to zoom in?
Does it look like the other?
Yeah. Still got that mottled brown,
Not too
black
much.
textures.
Okay, that's good. That's a nice picture of it.
Yep, got some good screen grabs.
Got arborescent forams and a polychaete tube maybe.
Where would you like to put it?
In one of the starboard boxes,
Turn down the,
inserts.
the gain here. And
Okay. What
turn
two?
that, where are we at? We're at
0.52. 0.38. 0.36.
you want less wind blowing on it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, we keeping this?
Yes, please.
And where's this going, in the front?
Starboard.
Starboard bio box, any
Oh.
compartment that you can reach.
Okay. So this is a bit of a more challenge.
To keep it level.
Well,
I mean, it doesn't have to be level once it's over the box.
yeah. Well, the problem, I have to turn off the thruster on the starboard side or it's going to be blowing, you know, it's going to be dusting this rock. So what we have to do, Kylie,
Yep.
is we have to go thrusters.
Yep.
And then you have to take manual control, keep driving down.
Keep driving
You
down.
can turn this up a little bit,
Okay.
back up to the 52.
Yep. Now drive down.
Yeah, you got to take it out of stick lock. We'll drive down, just drive down now, and then take it out of stick lock.
Got it.
And then I'm going to take off the starboard vertical so you're not going to be, you might have to drive down harder.
Okay.
Wait, let me get it off. Get off. There, okay, so now you don't have the starboard thruster,
Mm-hmm.
so you have to drive down harder to keep it,
Okay.
but not excessively.
Okay.
Okay, so now I got to get this over there.
Do you like sample view now?
Yeah.
Tell me when to send out the box.
Okay, box out.
Coming out.
Okay, any box?
Any bucks?
I'll go back corner here, I guess.
So is that one 3 pink, do you think?
Okay.
I didn't see
coming
which.
in.
It's in the back, the
The inner?
inboard rear.
So
Rear of the
one blue.
vehicle, inboard.
That'd be 1 blue.
One blue, okay. And the rock sample number for that?
NA124, 125, R2 to starboard bio box, 1
Wait.
blue.
Dive view.
124, 125.
NA124, then their sample is
our number.
125.
Got it.
Yes.
Can I turn
Okay,
on? Yeah.
give him the thruster back.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. What's the plan?
Continue exploring
You got the position
the
there?
rocks.
Any interest in a transect since we've got one
Yeah,
sample?
yeah. Maybe we'll try a transect right now. That would be good because we're in the right territory.
Okay. It's time.
Oh, you do it.
We're gonna do the transect.
I want to do your old numbers.
All right.
That was such a dude move. It's like, I will only do the minimum fun part of this shot. All right.
It's good to be the king.
We all agree that was one blue, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let me just get myself situated while you get yourself situated. We're doing 270. Set up for a 50-meter step.
Okay, so have we started it?
Nope, not quite yet. We're still just getting situated.
Okay.
I'll give you a shout and put a target up. Let me know when you're situated, Bob.
What's my situation? 172 still?
270.
Or 270? 27.
As opposed to
Obviously.
whatever you just
Whatever I said. Look, I'm at 270.
Ready to go. Looks like you're ready to go. All right, you good with your altitude and all that?
You will be good
Okay.
once you get going.
Bridge nav.
Video's getting off intercom, just go fix the door.
Can I have a 50-meter step 270?
Back.
Thanks, sorry, that was my
What's
fault.
that thing? What is that?
That looks like a dromelia, one of those colonial tunicates
Huh.
that sometimes swims.
There's another one.
Sometimes they're attached to the bottom.
Oh, together?
Not together, they're attached to the bottom, I think. But
Oh.
have we started yet?
Well, we're way out in front, so.
So, I mean, what's your definition of start? The ship move is in. We wait for the ship to get going, and so he hangs out while the ship moves forward. But I've dropped a start target. So
You did already.
I'm
okay, so
dropping it right now. Yeah.
Okay, that's my definition of start.
Okay,
When you drop the
when the target goes in. All right, Roger. Yep, we're starting.
But I'm not.
But he's not going anywhere at the moment. Coming soon.
Erica is saying that was a benthic siphonophore, Dromalia alexandri.
Oh, not a tunicate, a siphonophore. Dromelia. Yep. I always get them mixed up. I shouldn't. One's an idarian and one's
Wait.
a urochordate.
It can't be 275, can it? Depth?
Oh, sorry. Thanks. Yeah.
Wow, we really got shallow.
Whoa, where did it go? Yeah. Thanks. Thanks for the heads up. 724 with altitude,
Thank you.
and we're at 2.3 meters off the bottom.
Great.
Can we
Or
go a
not.
little closer to the I guess we're good. The view is good, actually, because we're going uphill. We're fine. So most of this looks like phosphorite, doesn't it?
It could be a mix, but it does seem like that we've got a lot of these slabby black and brown rocks poking out of the sediment.
I gotta get up again.
I did want to give a little shout out. I think my USGS lab is joining this morning.
Hey.
At 10:30. So
Hey, USGS.
hey out there.
Morning, USGS.
Today we're diving on the Patton Escarpment towards the southeastern side of the escarpment,
Okay,
and we're
now
looking
I'm
for
moving.
phosphorites here. We did some sediment cores earlier this morning, and now we're starting to move up slope, where we hope to find more and more of this phosphorite hard ground.
100 meters is such a civilized transect. Like,
I agree.
I like that.
Just the right amount of time. Nothing can go too crazy in 100 meters, knock on wood.
Say
Famous-
that now.
Watch what you say.
Careful.
Let's find whale fall number 2.
Well, the other thing is that in the terrain we've been traveling, where we're going upslope through really different oxygen regimes and so on, the fauna can change in 100 meters, you know, pretty dramatically.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like a sample size, right, for the larger.
And so we've just started a
It's a
video transect
snailfish.
where we'll travel 100 meters at about the same distance from the depth. And
Bridge nav.
Lisa's group will go back and study the video to look at the bio.
Another 50 meter
Abundance
step
and
bearing
diversity.
270.
Hagfish. Yep. Panikia, Umbalulu. Mixicula are the little orange tentacle, spherical crown of tentacles peeking out from inside the sediment. That's a polychaete.
Yeah, and these definitely look like a mix of rocks, but the broken up pavement that's in the more slab style, that's got the black showing, is likely phosphorite. It tends to break up over time as it goes through some tectonic activity and falls down slope. So you can get these rock gardens of mixed rock. But it does look like we're seeing some phosphorite here.
Some more dromelia. Thorny heads. Not sure whether the white are all snails or something else on there. The white spots, I can't really tell.
That fish was taking a bite of that one.
Shrimp. Oh, look at, they're much denser now.
Getting steeper.
I like steep.
Yeah, got good returns.
Crispin is asking what the whale bone and associated rock flakes look like when we retrieved them from yesterday's dive.
Well, the little bit of looking I did, it looked like bone. Fossilized bone, right,
Yeah.
Kira?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that nice yellow sponge.
Yeah.
It's one of our first sponges.
Safety yellow.
Oh, picking up sponges now, so it's like just around 708 meters.
Good observation.
We hadn't really seen too many except the little white blobs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now we're starting to see some more boulders that are likely basalt, some more spherical and rock chunks, a little bit
Is that a
less.
bryozoan? Or?
Bryozoan.
But do you think the slabs are still phosphorite?
Yeah, I do, that nice big chunk. I mean, it's hard to tell when it's covered in sediment, but based on the morphology we've been seeing so far,
So now we're picking up a bigger diversity of
nice.
taxa, bryozoans. The sponge looks like Faria, maybe. Maybe that's still bryozoan. Looks pretty volcanic here. Like
Kira Crispin is asking if some of the rocks we found were phosphorites.
yes, yesterday.
Yes. We've only been, Lisa does quantitative biology, so overnight we put the rocks in seawater and allow the rest of the biology that we haven't been able to pick up with forceps crawl away, and they can get the quantitative of the water. And so I usually don't get to cut the rocks from the previous dive until the afternoon after my ROV shift, but we had one big giant rock on the front porch that Bob collected for me, and I smashed off a piece and cut it, and it really looked like a big slab of phosphorite. So I think we've gotten into identifying and collecting the minerals of interest.
A lot more brazingids now.
Yeah. I'm thinking we might want to get another rock when we end this transect.
We're about still 50 meters off end of transect,
Yeah.
just so you know. Okay. Your call if you want to stop it.
No, I'm hoping we'll still be in rocks in 50 meters. What do you think?
It's still red, so I hope so.
Yeah.
Cool area.
Might be a little harder to find one, but because there's a lot of mixed rock types here, but we can certainly look for a phosphorite.
Oh, we dipped down in depth too. Our oxygen's lower.
Well, it's 692. I don't think we've gone down, have
Didn't
we?
we start at 772? Oh, yeah.
722. We started at
Down being up.
722.
Yeah.
I can't count.
The oxygen should be going up.
Yeah, it's going down. We're at 0.8 right now.
Bridge nav.
0.8 saturation. What did it start at?
We were at 1 a little while ago.
Another 50 meter step bearing 270. Oh, big rock.
Brisingids like the big rocks. Higher up off the bottom. A Swiftia. Maybe. It's one of our first Swiftias. The sponges are getting more diverse. So Crispin should know the porch rock was 40 pounds of phosphorite. It was a big one.
Yeah.
Now this one is either heterocony or saccocalyx. I get them confused. This big vase sponge. All the texture. Might be a heterocony. We have the looks like we might have some heteropolypus starting to show up. Lots of brisingids.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Crabs, bryozoans.
That had some interesting erosive features. Maybe that was a carbonate rock.
So here they look slabby. What do you think?
Yeah, we can.
I mean, we're not done with the transect yet,
Yeah.
right?
20 meters to end the transect.
Well, when we get to the end of the transect, we'll take a look around and see if we can find a rock with some interesting biology on it.
Yeah, and on these exposed surfaces where you see the nice black appearance, that's likely a ferromanganese or manganese oxide rich mini crust growing on the outside, or a patina. As it's exposed to seawater and less sediment, you can start to precipitate oxide minerals on the surface of the exposed rocks. Sometimes they can form these thicker crusts, but so far in these environments, we haven't been getting very many thick ferromanganese crusts.
I think it sounds like they need to be more further offshore and exposed, or at least highly exposed to currents. So what do you think about all this stuff? What does that look like to you?
Yeah, definitely worth picking a few up, seeing if they're crushable. Still looking like mixed phosphorites mixed in here.
Swiftia?
Anything that we're going to stop and poke as soon as we end the transect?
Yes. We'd like
Bridge
to
nav,
stop.
hold position.
Steve is saying the white stalks we're seeing are the asbestopluma sponges.
All right, that's end of transect.
Oh, that's a pretty rock.
Is that Cicacalyx?
Okay. Yeah. So
All right, finish transect and the bridge is holding, so we're free to stop if you want.
Stopping?
yes, please. Just getting the positions recorded here. All right, so now we're going to look around for slabby phosphorite-like rocks
You want ones with stuff on them?
with biology.
Well, there's biology on all the
About
rocks, right?
There's biology on all of them, but if getting a mega biology on one or two would be nice. We'll see. What do you think about what we're looking at? These all look sort of slabby, flat.
Yeah.
You want us to pick one up and look at it? It's a rock with a
Wanna zoom in?
sponge.
Zoom in?
That's kind of a funky pile. But
The shrimp?
What do you think when you look at these surfaces?
What about that one there with the...
But we're still trying to figure out if this is phosphorite, so we're not ready to pick anything up. That's a terabellid, though. That's nice.
yeah, it'd be interesting to,
You want to look at that rock?
yeah.
Hey, zoom out.
We've had a lot of luck with the flatter ones, but that doesn't mean that phosphorite can't come in a more
Blocky.
rounded, bulbous style. some of these definitely look like sedimentary mixed in. This is kind of a mixed pile.
I mean, should we go over to where more of the rocks are flat?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a...
I would, you know, this pile looks iffier, doesn't it?
You want to zoom in again?
Let's pick one up and see. Test our theory.
Okay. There's.
Oops. Okay, so you want to see what that's all about?
Sure. Yes, please. Hard not to want to go for exactly what you've identified, you know. We've pulled up quite a bit of basalt.
Ay.
First test, is it crushable?
Looks heavy.
Not crushable.
There goes the terabellid swimming off.
Darn it.
Yeah, I didn't know they could swim, actually.
Might just be gracefully falling.
There's another one hanging, or another worm. A couple of worms hanging on there. But my guess is this isn't your search image.
Yeah, we can zoom in a little bit just
Zoom
to
in.
see. Really covered in sediment. A little hard to tell. Something's underneath. At least a brittle star.
You want to look at the bottom
so.
side?
Yeah,
Gently.
I think we've lost enough off of this one that we can just check how it looks.
By brittle star.
Little.
What do you think?
It could be phosphorite.
She's not sure.
Got the right outer
You think it is?
colors. Could be. Is that one that you're interested in?
We've lost too much stuff off it, I think.
I think we got competing interests here.
Yeah.
Well, we're kind of checking the area, so if this whole pile is phosphorite, then we can try for another
Yeah, I
rock.
think if it's about that thick and it's got the nice black and brown alteration surface, it's got an 80% chance of being phosphorite.
That poor guy on there's going for a
Some
ride.
kids hanging on for dear life.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw one terabellid float away and a brittle star fall off. And
Yeah. All right, we can put that one back.
Set that one down.
Whoa,
Whoa, that was a maneuver.
What was that?
Do you see one in this area that strikes your fancy, Lisa, that I can advise on? Or should we go move a little bit more?
Well, how about we just pan around where we are, take a look.
Nothing great,
Something in here, in this group.
Zoom in.
Oh. Like there. In this pile here, is there?
Yeah, that looks pretty good, actually. That one got that nice plate-like structure.
Worm tubes there, and I don't know who's underneath it.
That's a pretty big one.
It probably doesn't have all this stuff the one Bob just picked up, but
it's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell.
Okay, zoom out.
There's something orange underneath.
How big is it?
How big is it?
Mexico on the right.
It's not that far. Just so I can get the lasers on it.
Is this one smaller, right next to it?
The one with the
Is that Mexico?
that one? The lasers on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
think
probably
that'll-
just right size for a
that'll-
box, I think.
Fit in the inserts.
I think so, right?
Okay.
It looks like it's under 15, right?
It's got a Mexicola and somebody else on there and a baby sponge.
Can we
Okay,
zoom-
let's try that.
Can we zoom a
Right.
little bit more just to see the rock texture? Is that all the zoom?
Yep. Zoom in. Okay, zoom in more. At full
That's the end of
mode?
my lens.
Okay. We can get closer to it if you want to look at it. I need to be closer to sample it anyway.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay, zoom out.
Got some of the right features.
Nice sponge just beyond it too. I don't know if you need more of that type of sponge or not.
There's the one just below the lasers, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
With the orange guy on there.
With the orange worm.
Is that the same we picked up in the start of the dive?
Okay, zoom in.
I think it looks different.
No, nothing like the ones we picked up at the start of the dive. We picked up little white balls. This is one of those big heteroconies, or
it's conical. It's like a barrel.
but you may already have it. So
Yeah.
well, there's definitely lots of life on here.
Yeah.
Little yellow sponge.
What do you think about?
Not the same kind of, morphology.
Let's try collecting this, and if you have any way to keep it upright, that would be great.
Well, is it going to the starboard side?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a challenge.
We have bio boxes in the front, right?
We could put it in the front if you feel.
Well, it's just less likely to lose the stuff if you go up front.
I know, but we have to. The starboard bio boxes are rock containers, so
Sorry.
Okay, Kylie, can you go to relay isolation page?
And turn off SVCMD.
I mean, we totally understand
do
this.
Doing it. It's
Some
off.
things will fall off, but we just do the best.
Oh, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out.
That one's a bit thicker than any of the others we've been finding that are phosphorite, so I'll be interested. The trick with the ID for everybody watching on the rocks is these are all, sitting at a rock-water interface, and so they get, no matter the rock type, they can often have really similar precipitations or alterations at that rock interface with the seawater. So just from visual ID and the ROV, it can be tricky to get exactly the mineral type that you're looking for. Just like with a species ID of an animal.
Okay, zoom in.
It's easier when you've got it in hand, or cut open, or with some chemical tools to help confirm your visual hunch. And in this region, we could have sedimentary rocks, basalt.
Zoom in more.
Lobster.
Another quick test is if you can crush it at all. Oh, maybe it's thinner than it looked. It was sitting on.
It looks like
It was sitting
more
on kind of a pile. Get some grabs. Thank you, data logger.
I'm getting all the grabs.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful terabellid on the bottom.
Hang
Hang on there, worm. We want you.
Yeah, that has good potential for phosphorite.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're putting
Great
it
rock.
away?
Yes,
Rhizome,
please.
Right.
bromid.
Yes, please. Crispin's pointing out we got serpulids on there. Somebody else? Oh, maybe